Welcome back to the WellBeing series, strategies to nourish the health of your mind, body, and spirit to feel truly well, energized, motivated, living with purpose, vibrant, and happy. I'm Tanya Mark, mind, body, nutrition, and dynamic eating psychology and wellness coach. In today's first lesson on food, we're going to discuss your relationship with food. Why does it matter? And how do we define a healthy relationship so that you can see where you may have room to grow? So be sure to grab your journal and pen to take notes on the key points, your personal ahas, areas where you need to practice. So in this first lesson, the first teaching point is that why does a healthy relationship with food even matter? Our relationship with food is the longest one you're going to ever have. So it's critical to nurture it if you want to have a happy and healthy life. Eating is essential to life. We were born eating, and we will eat at least 3 times a day or more until the day we leave this earth. We formed an intimate relationship with food at infancy. As infants, most of us were held, loved, and fed. And thus, we've learned to equate food with love, comfort, pleasure, being cared for, and nurtured. So we have a special bond with food. We were born knowing how to eat with body trust. But most of us have lost this innate ability to nourish ourselves as our food and body behaviors became influenced by our environment and the key people in our lives. The good news is that we can get body trust back. Secondly, what does it actually mean to have a happy and healthy relationship with food? How can we identify if we have a healthy relationship with food? Well, when you have a great relationship with food, you will feel relaxed around food. You will be mindful, conscious, and present at the plate in order to listen to your inner cues versus outside rules that weren't meant for everybody. A peaceful relationship with food also means that you are flexible with your food choices, not rigid, and allow yourself to be nourished by far more than just the nutrients in food, as nourishment includes the health of your mind and soul. Just think about those special chocolate chip cookies your grandmother used to make that are not only delicious, but feed your soul. But unfortunately, in our current good-bad food culture, they may be difficult to just enjoy without a side of guilt or shame. And again, the good news is that we all have the ability to be more. Here are the key words. Write these down. This is what it means to have a healthy relationship. Relaxed, mindful, conscious, present, aware. So here are the self-reflection questions for you to explore if you have room for improvement with your relationship with food. 1, what kind of eater are you? Relaxed or stressed, anxious, worried? Are you mindful, conscious, present, aware at the plate, listening to internal cues to guide you in areas of hunger, fullness, satisfaction, what foods are best for you? Or are you distracted in multitasking? Are you a flexible, healthful eater or a rigid, restrictive, rules-oriented eater? Describe why you eat this way in detail. So we're going to be discussing all these in more detail in upcoming lessons. But in the meantime, I want you to move on to question 2. Describe your relationship to food and eating in more detail. How do you feel about it? So here are some questions to consider to help you describe it. Do you feel anxious, worried, fear food? If so, why? Do you try and control your eating, constantly dieting or doing an eating challenge, 21-day this or 30-day that? And if so, why? Do you strive to be a perfect eater? Do you feel maybe neurotic around food? I mean, that was me after nutrition school, pushing my strict good versus bad food habits on my parents when they came to visit for Thanksgiving dinner. Do you feel like you wish you could just take a magic pill and get all your nourishment, in this pill, because maybe you just don't have time to meal plan, shop, or cook? Eating and is just kind of a pain in the rump, and if so, why? Or do you feel indifferent with your food and eating and your relationship with food? You have no awareness of how food affects you and your mental and physical health. If so, why? Do you feel joy in nourishing yourself and others? Do you happily prep and cook meals that are nourishing? If so, why? Do you feel relaxed and flexible with your food choices? You have an easefulness to how you eat. You are aware and choose healthy for the most part and have no self-judgment when you choose a food that diet culture considers bad or unhealthy. Do you feel comfortable with your health in your body? If so, awesome. And please share, as we need more people in this world with a healthy relationship with food. And if not, how does how you feel about your body affect your relationship with food? Okay, so now write a paragraph or more describing your unique relationship with food in detail. And if your relationship with food could use some improvement, please describe what it would feel like if you had a great relationship with food. So next, this is the next question, number 3. What has caused or causes a change in how you feel about food and eating? This is about being aware, keyword. Notice over the course of your lifetime what has created shifts and changes in your eating and how you feel about food. Perhaps you create a simple timeline of these shifts. Consider the following to help you answer this question. Your moods, your emotions, your environment, people, friends, parents, teachers, siblings, coaches, coworkers. Maybe it was a major life event, having a baby, going to school. Maybe there was a divorce or a marriage or a death in the family, an illness, a trauma, a move. Or maybe it's just culture, what you read and see in the news, magazines, social media. These can affect how we do food. Here's a key point. How we do life often mirrors how we do food and vice versa. The way we nourish our physical selves can also be a reflection of how we are nourishing ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That's why we are looking at your relationship with food. When we practice being more mindful, conscious, aware, relaxed, present, and flexible with our approach to food, it often filters in to how we are living our whole lives. Question 4, notice if how you relate to food, is there any similarities to how you're living other aspects of your life, this mirroring food with life? For example, are you generally stressed, distracted, hurrying through life? Do you eat in the same way? Just a little food for thought. And the final question, if food were an actual person, would food want to be your friend? Why or why not? Look back at over the previous questions and how you answered them, and this will help you answer this question. So congrats for taking the time to listen to this first food video, your relationship with food. Please be sure to email me the responses to the 5 self-reflection personal growth questions, which I'll also post with this video. I'd also like you to send me your 3 words, yes again. I want you to be seeing them and reflecting upon them every day. And again, are they set as reminders on your cell phone or posted somewhere you can see them? Remember what I taught you in the tools lesson. You can choose to generate energy and feeling well now, but we must be intentional. I look forward to seeing you on the next video where we're going to discuss the optimal state of eating, digestion, and metabolism. Most of us think healthful eating is all about what to eat, but which part of your nervous system is turned on when you're eating matters too. Until then, make today a great day.